day. Yes, it's 9 a.m. here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Oh my God. I told my daughter last night we're going to sleep in today, and I woke up at about 7-ish. I went outside, I was eating my breakfast cereal, and I looked at the clock and it said 20 past 8. And I went, what? No, 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 no. Daylight savings has started for the southern states. If you look at the map of Queensland, it goes up the map of Australia. Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria are all on the same time zone. Queensland, Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria. However, the two southern states do daylight savings, and I don't. Why do they do it for? It irks me. We have consensuses every 2 or 3 years, and all Queenslanders say, no, we don't want daylight savings. So we don't have it, but the other two southern states, they do have it. I always say it like this: if the sun comes up at 4 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. on daylight savings, get yourself some bloody blinds, okay? It's easy to, we've only had daylight savings since George Washington. Come on, he was the guy who invented it, wasn't it? I think it was one of the US presidents anyway. So here we go, guys. Now, I'm going to be honest, today I've only got an hour. So I've already pulled about 10 cards for the people who are asking. My daughter's here this week and we must go shopping today. It is a long weekend here today, okay? Tomorrow is the King's birthday. And, hey, Tashi, bear with me. Tashi, can you please bring me in those Charles coins? Can you do that, Dad, so I can show them? We actually got some King Charles coins the other day. His head is now on our money. Yeah. Crazy things are happening, guys, have you noticed? Okay. Oh, please, I can't stand up. She doesn't want to be on camera, but she's just handed them to me. So here we go, guys. Our $1 coin. As usual, it's got the kangaroos on the back. If you can see that, the kangaroos are on the back, but we now have King Charles's head on the front. That's our dollar coin. And then we also have a $2 coin. And what is this one about? Australia Paralympic team. So this is nice because we've just had the Paralympics. And on the other side, we've now got King Charles's head. So there you go. King Charles is now on our money in Australia. So that's our $2 and $1 coins, by the way. There you go. That's the 2. Why don't they make this the 2? That's the 1, and this is the 2. That's the 2, the little one. $2. Anyway, so we're going to keep those. Okay, so let's get straight into this because I'm only here for an hour. Her and I must go shopping today. Everything's shut here tomorrow because it's King Charles' birthday celebration day, public holiday. So that means that nothing is open tomorrow. I found a really cool close park. So while I'm over there, there's a boardwalk over the water. Shh, don't tell her, she doesn't know. But I may do a live over there and give you some psychic information about what's coming up. So please stay tuned for tomorrow if I do a live, okay? I may even set it up tonight, so when I get over there, I just have to click it and start recording. So let's get into some comments. Josie Science, Jojo, please stop worrying about what other people are saying. If you have a concern, darling girl, this is up for you to sit down and analyze what it is that you've got to do and get yourself through it, okay? All right, now I've got a card for you. You got the King of Wands. So here we go, straight off the deck today, King of Wands. Jojo, Josie Science, there's your card. Please go research what that one means, okay? So now, Vicky Light, hello to you. Pardon me. The world has gone mad. I've got so much information. I'm having dreams now, really vivid, wild dreams most nights now. Usually I only have premonition dreams about once or twice a week, but you know how you get up for that midnight bathroom trip, right? Because your bladder's like, I'm going to die if you don't pee now. So I go to the bathroom and I come back and I'm going into all these crazy wild dreams. And it could be because I'm doing the Yosei Silva mind control method where it's bringing in a lot of stuff. And I think that's what it is, to tell you the truth. So the world has gone mad, but the more we think about it, the more we are creating it for them. Just on Facebook today, I saw someone sharing the pink balloons for cancer awareness. And she said, please share, make it known. And I said, no, I don't share this because the more we think about it, the more we create it. So I personally will not share it. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. That's what I put out there to this girl. So hopefully people start, the more we think about cancers, the more we start. I've had, and I'm honest here, I've had a brain tumor, throat cancer, and I've got a broken neck. The more I talk about it and the more I think about it, the more it comes back because I'm creating it. So stop thinking about all this stuff, guys. Okay? I've just heard today that Israel may start bombing Iran today. This will be World War III because, Biden needs a war before the election. He needs to stop people voting. He wants everyone to not vote so then they can just say, oh, well, the Democrats are in, let's just stay in office. Because that happened last time there was a World War II. They didn't have the election. So how do they combat this? Well, hello, I know that there's artificial weather modification happening. You can't tell me what happened in North Carolina is normal. 2 weeks ago, they put out that some company just got the mining rights in Castle Hill to mine lithium. It's the biggest lithium field in the world. Isn't it ironic that a hurricane comes through and wipes them all out? So, hello, the land is now vacant. This is so unfortunate. So what are the latest stats? 225 are dead, and there's 75 still missing in those floods. And Biden just said, get the bulldozers in and clear the whole lot. There's people in that rubble, and he wants to just bulldoze it. No planes are allowed in or out. He's called it a no-fly zone. People are not allowed to go in with water and food and supplies. Something weird. Wake up, guys. If you want to vote for a guy who's doing this to his own people when he just invested $175 billion to Ukraine. Come on, there's something not right here. Now, I'm not saying Trump will be any different, but we have to go by what these guys do. And this guy is right now putting his pants down, bending over, and doing little farting all over people in the USA. That's how I see it. And I am not going to allow myself to get angry about what he's doing. He can do whatever the hell he likes. But I will not put energy into him. I'm putting my energy into anyone who's buried in that rubble to get the strength to scream out so they know they're there. I am getting the energy out there to anyone living in North Carolina or the surrounding states. Just drive through those barriers. Get in there any way you bloody can. Give water, give food, give medical to anybody who needs it in there. Because this is where we have to stand up and stop allowing the government to tread all over us. When I talk about allowing, guys, we can allow others to do what they want. But when it impedes and goes against our own free will, that's when we have to allow ourselves to say, no more are you doing this to me. No more am I going to allow you to do that to them. because I've got my own free will. I've got my own life lessons I've got to learn, and I've got my own morals, my own values, and most of all, what they all lack, I've got compassion, support, and love within me. So I'm going to go in there and share that to everybody. Whew, am I glad I just got that off my chest. Wow, I feel better now. We do need our rants, guys. You know, have you got that friend that you ring when you need to have a rant? Please go ring them and have a rant and say, I don't believe what they're doing. But we don't have to go there with our energy. We put our energy into what we can do to reverse it back into good energy. Okay? All righty. So as Vicky Light said, because she just started this whole rant, thank you so much, Vicky Light. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. How are you? How do we take action in a world gone mad? I'll tell you how we take our action. It's now time to stand up. Speech is being censored everywhere. That's right. So now we make our presence known. This is the time now to really go out there. You know, we go to the zoo, and at the zoo, they now have a prayer room. Now, it's pretty obvious that this is only for one race or one religion, which is not the religion that I operate under. It's very obvious. It's a prayer room, but it's not for Christians, if you're following me. So guess what I do when I go there, especially when I see the shoes outside so I know there's people inside. I walk in, I walk straight up to the front and I say, God, Jesus, heaven and God, angels. I put it out there, God, Jesus, Heavenly Father, please come down and support us through all this weird time. This is our time now to stand collectively. This is our time to support one another. This is our time not to have segregation, separation, and discrimination. This is a time where we need to stand as one. Please, God, Heavenly Father, Jesus in heaven, allow us all to get along and don't get offended. And you know what? I turn around and here's these men and they are giving me the foulest looks because they don't want to include. They don't want to accept. And this is what's happening right now in the UK that I'm seeing. So guys, get over your ego. Get over what's been given to us as religious scripture, because as we know, most of it's wrong. To anyone out there, and they say to me, oh, well, the Bible's accurate. I say it like this. Can you imagine, can you right now verbatimly tell me a conversation, word for word, that you had with someone 5 years ago? Tell me a conversation, word for word, right now that you had with someone 5 years ago, because that's what the Bible says, the word of God. And it's these, and they didn't have typewriters, audio recorders, they didn't have pens and paper. They had to virtually get out the pick and pencil and carve their words into stone, which took hours to write down. Or get the ink and do it in the papaya, the paper. So as soon as you say, yes, this is word for word what was written 5 years ago, what I heard 5 years ago. Now, as we know, with hearing words, it's always Chinese whispers. So right there, we have to judge and say, is this right within my heart, what was said? And that was the epitome of what I want to get across, the word across today. We've always got to go with our gut. What do you believe is right? I know that the Bible, the Quran, the Kabbalah, and all these other scriptures, they've got semblances of the truth in there because I've read them all. Okay? They've all got things in there that are right. However, are they right for now? Are they right with the teachings of now? And I look at now with transgender, race, wars, being offended, political correctness, and all this other stuff, which, hello, back in the 1970s, we didn't have any of that. But why now? Because I firmly believe that this is end times of revelation. And it may go on for 100 years, so hello, we won't be here to see the end of it, right? But at the end of the day, every prophecy, every fateful event doesn't have to happen if we stand up. And this is our time to now stand up and show our true colours, guys. We're all spiritual. We're here for our psychic readings today. Wait till you see what cards are coming today. They've got good ones. So let's keep going. Vicky Light, thank you for your comment. 17 minutes to answer it for you. I hope you've just gotten your answer. Let's back and get into some good here. Hammer Bammers. Now, isn't it funny you've got a plural name because you've got Shawnee and Norma? Oh, hang on, I've missed somebody. Vicky Light, I got you a card, by the way. Vicky Light, you got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? Knight of Pentacles, I got you one because I knew that I was going to be talking about you for so long when you said about speech being censored. Hope that card gives you a message for today, darling girl. Okay? All right, so that's the first one I got. Okay, so now we go over to the Hammer Bammers. Here we go. For your first one, which is Shawnee, I got the 10 of Pentacles. Please go find out your own message here with the 10 of Pentacles. Isn't it funny how all these pentacles are still coming out? And for Norma, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So we got double whammers there with the pentacles for you two girls. Okay? So please go find out what the secret message there is. Dark Eagle, thank you so much for being here. James Holland, hey, Doc, nano. You know, we live in weird, wonderful times at this point, guys. We really have to pay attention to who we are. Don't get involved with the distractions going on. Okay, I've been prophesizing this for months, guys. Now, here we go. Where are we, Nanu? James Holland, I got you a card. You got the Ace of Cups, darling man. Ace of Cups, please go read. I'll give you a hint. It's a really good card. Okay? Please go find out what this one means for you. Hot James Holland. Okay. Dana Hahum. Okay. Dana Hahum. I actually got you 2 cards today. One is the Knight of Wands, because I love you, darling. Thank you so much for supporting me. Okay. Knight of Wands, please go find out what that means. And also, this one is Love Would Ask for Directions. Now, what does my take on this card mean? This is where we take away our ego and we allow ourselves to be humble. Asking for directions can sometimes be really hard for people. But if we let go of that ego and we accept other people's decisions, choices, and most of all, we communicate and let them have their own free will to give us their own judgment on stuff, then this is when magic occurs. So, Dana, I'm so sorry I can't pronounce your name, but here's your other card. Love Would Ask for Directions, okay? Now, why did she just get 2 cards? And I'm going to go there because she donated to PayPal. So, guys, I like super chats. If you like today and you think, well, Lynda does not do super chats because YouTube takes 40% of your money. So I don't do super chats. So there is my PayPal link. If you want to do a private reading with me, guys, I'm going to put it up there now as well while I'm talking about it. There is my link if you do want a private reading for me. I've still got spots available this week. And if you want my books, I've got 4 of them. I'm presently working on about 6, so that's why they're all taking so long to get out. But anyway, that's stupid me for taking up so much of my time. But here's my link with all my book information if you want to go buy my books or come to me. They're a lot cheaper. Okay, So, Danahaham, I hope that you like those two cards. Future Minds, hi Dr. Lynda, could you pull a card for me? I'm curious what the universe has in store. Hopefully nothing that leads to unexpected karaoke performances. Unexpected karaoke. I can't even say it. Gotta read it. Hang on. Unexpected karaoke performances. We are the world. We are the children. Remember that song? We've got to start singing those sort of songs of unity, guys. Nanu, nanu. Okay, so Future Minds, thank you so much. I got you a card. Now, it was the wrong way up, which is important for who this guy is, because this is the Hanged Man. But look how he came out. Look at him when he's inverted. So that's how it should look, right? The Hanged Man. But yours came out that way, which means this guy is virtually on the treadmill of the world. He's got a lot of things that he could be doing at this point. So there you go, Future Minds. You have got a very, very special card. Please go research what the Hanged Man talks about. It's not about giving up. It's about finding other options that fit your life better. Okay? Sophie, yes, you got your card, and I love this card. This is the card that I get pulled whenever I say, am I going to buy a house? Because it is a house. So this one's all about house and home. And it is the 10 of Cups, Sophie. Please go find out your secret own little message as to why this one comes up for you. Okay? So there you go. Okay, we're still going here. I've still pulled a couple of cards. Debbie, she says, is it safe to purchase US Treasury bonds or CD? Now, if anyone doesn't know what CD is, go research it to keep your money safe as things start to unfold for the financial world. Yes, the financial world could easily crash at any point, especially if we go to World War III. So I've been looking at bonds. Remember war bonds back in World War II? Well, we don't remember it because none of us were there unless we've reincarnated, right? But when you look at what happened with the war bonds, people bought them, and guess what happened after the war? They made a heck of a lot of money. So I'm actually looking at bonds now too, because it's not a financial institution like a bank. It's not it's not digital like Bitcoin, which is sort of like CD, central digital, I think it is. But if we go with digital currency, what happens if they turn off the internet? What happens if our power goes out? We can't access it. And all I've got to say is 2 words, North Carolina at this point. 1.5 million people still don't have power there. So they can't access their Bitcoin to get money to fix their houses. They can't access online banking to transfer money into their day-to-day banking accounts so then they can go and buy water or food. So look for things like cash. Why do you think they want to get rid of cash? Seriously. Because then they can cripple us when they want to. That's my honest own opinion. But if we keep cash and other things. So what's this other thing that I talk about? I talk about this. I invest in silver. That's what I get. Because you can take it into the bloody central exchange at any point and say, what's this worth? Give it to me now. Do you know the old song, give it to me now, give it to me now? So I invest in silver. That's the thing that I get onto. So I'm always watching the silver exchange, okay, checking out how it's going. I can actually see silver being more than gold if it all goes to heck with the world, okay? So how do we get silver and gold? Start going to all your garage sales, yard sales, look for jewelry with the hallmarks on it. You know, the 9CT, 9 carat gold. You might find 27, 24 carat gold stuff. Buy brass. You know, the old silver. Oh my God, my mum had so much silver in the house, she threw it all away. We had silver cake platters. We had the silver tongs. We had the silver serviette rings. And guess who had to always polish it of a weekend? With the old brasso that made it bright green, and you had to sit there with the tea towel and polish the silver. That was me as a kid. So yeah, brasso and me, and then you get it all in your fingernails. And, oh, as a kid it was like, oh, I hate doing this. So that's what you got to look for: jewelry, silver, and other ores. You know, like, what did I say? Brass, copper, all that sort of stuff, because that sort of stuff is what they want. Look right now, and crystals. Hello, how many crystals have I got in the house? Look for your crystals, because I'll tell you, Spruce Pine, North Carolina, guess what they've got in Spruce Pine? Lovely suburb, because I've been researching it for the last 2 days. They have this huge quartz deposit. And now the government wants it because the quartz crystal is the energizer conductor for the AI operated systems. You can't make this stuff up. Crystal is electric. Been saying this for years. So why do you think a hurricane just hit Spruce Pine to get the people out? There's no ironies here, guys. Wake up to what's going on. Okay, it's sad what they're doing. Okay, now Sophie, you just got your card. Debbie, oh my God, did I? What have I done here? Debbie, did I get you your card? Oh my God, I'm just going to leave it there because I've still got 2. I know James Cole. Yeah, you've got this one, James. Yeah, it must be because James Cole got a pentacle. Okay, James, get a new alarm clock. No, James, I'm still at it's 9:28 right now, guys. New South Wales and Victoria had daylight saving, not me. Little old Queensland, well, we can't say little. For people who don't know the size of Queensland, I'm at the end of the state, and if I go north to visit my friend Kimmy, if she's watching, no, Kimmy, up in Cairns, that's a 2.5 day drive, and you're still in the same state. Okay, so James, we don't have daylight savings here. So be aware, guys, next week of me starting. Next week, Tashi will be with her dad, so I will be here longer next week. But today I must go shopping with her. Tomorrow all the shops are shut, so her and I are going over to this new boardwalk that I found. Hopefully it's nice so I can get a video in. And James, here's your card. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Ace is always good. So I hope that you like that one. Okay, Hammer Bammers, oh no, hope they get things okay. It's that Aussie chick. Okay, I got you a card too. It's that Aussie chick because I know that you're always here. This card is for you because it is a queen. I love the queens because this is, whatever message this is, it's about you. Okay, it's that Aussie chick. This one is about you, and it is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Look at her holding her sword. She is strength. She is courage. She is confidence. This woman knows what she's doing. So I hope that means something for you. It's that Aussie chick. All right. Anyone for tea and biscuits? Well, that's James Cole's being nice and ironic that I'm not here yet. So thank you, James, for being here. Lenora P, maybe she forgot about daylight savings. Yes, I know. Well, I didn't forget because we don't have it here. Okay. All righty. James Cole, yes, but she physic after all. Okay. Teresa Green, I have got grandbabies coming. Hope I can stay in the chat. Oh, Teresa Green. Have a great day with those grandbabies. I love babies. I absolutely love them. They have this total acceptance of everything. And I think that's, get back to baby. Let's make that a hashtag. Get back to baby. Because when we're babies, we don't judge, we don't get offended. Well, if we get angry if we don't get our food on time, where's my mum type stuff. But you know what? Babies don't go for all this crud that's going on in the planet, right? So let's get back to baby. I like that. Back to baby. Let's get back to baby. New little meme there. Okay. So, Joe says science. Yep. Elaine, hello. Yes, YouTube messed up. Thank you, Elaine, for clarifying. How's the beach today for you, darling? Elaine doesn't live far from the water. Oh, my God, I want to go and stay with her so much. Anyway, Lenora P., Queensland don't get it. Lucky buggers, it's only 8:23 in Brisbane now. So there you go. Well, it shows you how far I am behind in my comments because it's now 9:32. Okay, she'll be here at 9 a.m. Brisbane time. Yay to Elaine. All right. AC Science, I thought it was unusual that it was 6 p.m., not 7. Yep, James Cole. Okay. James Cole. Yum, 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 yum. Hope you got your biscuits. James Holland, thank you so much for being here. Nice little chat going on here whilst we wait. Hi all, I'm Jim and I'm from good old the UK. James, I do think about what's going on over there with you guys. Starmer, can we really blame him for what has taken years and years of fester and contagious government diplomatic audacity? Let's throw it out like that. Look at what the mess they've started, and this guy's only been in office for 2 months, and now everyone's saying he's got to leave because of the situation being so bad. It's been brewing for decades. I was in the UK back in the 70s, and as much as I live near Buckingham Palace, and my mum and dad went there for garden parties because we were diplomatic attaches back then, is what my dad was doing, which I can't talk about. But at the end of the day, I didn't see too much of the diversity. However, we did have, like, one of my friends at school, well, my sister's friend, she was the Pakistani ambassador. That was her father. So she was the daughter of the Pakistan ambassador. So I went to this posh school with we had royalty there, and oh God, everybody was somebody. Everyone had their titles, and oh my God, it was a nightmare anyway. But we didn't care who was from where. We accepted everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's what we've got to get rid of, this egotistical hatred that people have of other people now. Okay, I think I'll ask for a pack reading rather than a single card. Only fair. James, here you go, Dale. Have the whole bloody deck today. Okay. Nanu says, Elaine, would you ask her where she sees gold and silver prices moving in 2025? Good girl, Elaine. I'm glad I just got your message because I've already shown the silver. Please know, get into it. If you can afford it, like I know somebody, and your walls, there's a cavity in your walls. So what she did is she takes out PowerPoints. So they're fake PowerPoints. She's put them in. So you take it off and it's like this opening about this big, but it's a drawer and it goes in about that deep. So you can imagine how many of these gold coins and stuff you can throw in there. And she's got them all through her house. So you don't know if they're real PowerPoints or not. Smart girl. Okay. Yeah, and you can also make little cavities in there. So, yeah, you can hide stuff in your walls. Now, I always say when you do that, please line it with a couple of layers of aluminium foil, because then infrared IR, infrared doesn't see through it. You know, if you don't want to know what I'm talking about, watch a movie called Code 8 where they've got the IR police. Remember with the Boston Marathon bombings when they were chasing after those two apparent offenders? And they found one in the boat. Well, it was the helicopter up top. He could see into the boat. But why couldn't he see in the boat? Because the boat was fiberglass. Fiberglass does not allow people to see through it. Same as alfoil, aluminium foil, okay? So line your cupboards with that. So if they do come in with scanners, no one sees what you've got and where it is. There's a little tidbit from Linda. Because as you can tell, I am so far down this rabbit hole. Okay. So Elaine, Nanu, okay. Yeah. So get yourself into silver, Elaine, definitely. Please would you ask if there will be any travel restrictions? Well, we're already in travel restrictions. Australia has now declared everyone get out of Lebanon because it is escalating over there. I've been telling everybody since the beginning of the year, here's a prophecy. It's come true, guys. I was telling everyone you don't want to be traveling at the end of the year. And look, it's now coming true. And please know, guys, I hate it when my prophecies come true because it's always doom and gloom, right? I don't want great people getting hurt or injured or worse. So I don't like it when my prophecies come true, but one of my videos is travel restrictions. Go back and find that. That was about 6 months ago I uploaded that one where I was talking about travel restrictions are coming back in. So it's all now coming true. And I've been knowing about this war. So I tell everyone, get your water, get your food, buy stuff that's, canned food that lasts for like 5 years. Bury it in your backyard. So if it does flood, hello, you've still got your canned food that you can dig up later. Okay? Bury your bottles of water. Get yourself a little like a suitcase, line it with alfoil so nobody sees it's there. Okay? All right, so enough on that. Let's keep going through because I'm only here for a very, very short time today, guys. I've got 20 minutes to go. Okay. I'm just going to miss a few here, guys. Okay. Marty, I have missed seeing you live. Glad I popped in. Good to see you too, Marty. I love you. Quarter Mama, howdy, everybody. Oh, I love you, little cowboy. Love that one. May I have a little lovey-dovey card in tarot? Colin M., yes, you can. Okay, now, guys, I know I'm not up with date with my comments here at all. Okay, and I do apologise for that. Next week, I can spend the time here. Please know I will be here 9 a.m. Brisbane time, which means it'll be 10 a.m. if you're in Sydney or Melbourne. Victoria and New South Wales is the two states. All right, so I've got your cards. Colin, love would do small acts of kindness. And I love that for the morning. What a great message for the day. Love would do small acts of kindness. I saw this thing the other day, and why do people go to the effort to take a photo of rubbish and then they put it on Facebook and say, who did that? Bending down, picking it up, putting it in a bin would have been so much easier than whinging on social media. So guess what I replied? Because I go there. I replied and I said, so you'll invest more time in taking a photo and uploading it to social media where you're whinging rather than stooping down, picking it up, just sticking it in a rubbish bin. Man, I get haters for what I say. But you know what? They're haters because they don't want to be responsible. They prefer to whinge and bicker and to be judgmental rather than doing something nice for other people. So, darling Colin, your card is the Knight. And again, it's a pentacle. I've been having pentacles for like a month now. Have you noticed that, guys? All the pentacles are coming out. So here you go, Colin M. Here is your Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so there you go. Put that one back in there. Put your other little one. Love would do small acts of kindness. So if you see rubbish around, pick it up. Now, I will tell you something that is irking me. I live next door to a big shopping centre. So when I go over, there's always trolleys in the car parks, right? But one's been there now for about 2 weeks. And guess what's in the trolley? A used pooey nappy. I just walked past it like, oh, God, because it's starting to stink. The flies are in it. There's maggots everywhere. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk it over to the shop because it's near a shop. I'm going to put it right at their front door and put a note on it and say, clean up your car park. Because shops don't just have to clean up their shop. They're also responsible for the car park. Yeah? So that's me cleaning up someone else's mess, where now they might be a little bit more diligent with people doing stuff in their car park. How disgustingly unhygienic is that? That nappy has been sitting there now for about 2 weeks. So you can imagine what it's starting to look like. Oh my God. Obviously, some people just think that they deserve to do that sort of stuff. And remember, karma comes back in the life review. So here I go with, I create this memory now of me taking that trolley, pushing it over to the shop door. Whoever put that trolley there and changed their baby's diaper and put that poo nappy in the trolley, just sitting there on the side of the road, they now have to look at the consequence in their life review of what they've done. So when they push that trolley there and they know that they've put that diaper in the trolley, right? They know they've done that. So there's a deliberate action. And the reaction of that is my energy that I created because I had to move that trolley for health and safety issues back to the shop so they could deal with it. 2 weeks they could have dealt with it. So that person who put that trolley there, guess what? They are accountable for all that ripple reaction of what happened because of their actions. And this is what happens in our life review. We are accountable for all those reactions of what we do. Bang! Some people are going to have a hard time. But what happens when we do something good like smiling? And as we just got that little lovey-dovey card where it said, do small acts of kindness. Believe me, there's no small in heaven. Everything's big, 10 times bigger than what it is. So if we smile at a stranger in heaven, that's like, tears running down your eyes moment of happiness and love. So guys, when you go out on your days, try not to do like what I have to deal. I'm going to go and deal with that today because I'm sick of it being there. There's kids that play in that car park. And if any of those think, oh, what's that? Is that a lolly? Oh, my God. Why should I have to deal with someone else's incompetence, ignorant abuse of generosity and morals and values? Of course I'm going to do it. Should have done it yesterday when I walked over there. But I wasn't alone yesterday. I had someone else with me. But, yeah, I'm at the point where it really has now gone to, this is now a necessity that I have to do something. Yeah, so guess what I'm doing this afternoon? Cleaning up someone else's negligence. And you know what? I'll do it any time because I don't cast judgment on who did it. They have to cast judgment on themselves for doing it when they pass over. They're not going to like the energy that I've created when they have to witness my energy when I'm wheeling that trolley back over to the shop. Oops. Karma is big. Okay, guys? Okay, so Colin, you got your cards. Josie Science, oh yay, so glad to be here. James Cole, yum yums. Yum yums. Micheline Powell, my first time live. Can you please pull a card for me? Thank you so much for being here, gorgeous girl. Just because you are a new timer and you've said it, I'm going to do two for you, darling. I hope that you like my content. I have a vast knowledge skill base. I'm an NDE. I believe I've had NDEs when I was a child, by the way, because I've always been a psychic. I've got heaps of prophecies about what we're going through now, all this crazy stuff. Here's your card. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay. Micheline Powell, sorry. I got you two cards. Let's go with the lovey-dovey card first. I call them lovey-dovey because they're little love doves, and every card starts with the word love. I love it. So yours says, love believes in fairness and justice. Love believes in fairness and justice. Okay? Think about your life at this point. What could be going wrong in there where you say to yourself, is this fair or am I being treated justly? This is your time to take your boundaries, Micheline. Set those boundaries of what you want with your friends. Are they taking advantage of you? Or are you taking advantage of them where you might say, I've got to stop that behavior? So it's all about fairness and justice. And this one, oh my God. You know, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I'm going to look it up first in my little Easy Tarot handbook. Oh my God, I've got to look it up because it's two cards. So they're obviously going to play off each other. So I just want to look up this guy first. Here we go. So the card we got was love believes in fairness and justice. Okay. The actual tarot that I got was the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. So I hope that you're writing these down so you can go find your own message. But the Three of Swords, stormy emotions can lead to quarrels. Should this escalate, it could lead to a separation. However, please remember this card still only has the energy of a 3, so it's not like a 9, right? There may be upheavals in family situations, but hope for the future is shown in this card, represented by this clearing sky above the swords. It represents separation, okay? So when we talk about separation, like in family, work, distance, etc., this is where fairness and justice is coming in. So these two cards do play off each other, okay? It means that this is time for you to set your boundaries. What's not working in your life? Sort it out and get rid of it. That's the easy way of saying it. I know it's going to be hard for you, Micheline, but I hope that you like those cards. Let's keep going. Marty, card. Oh my God, I've just lost where I was up to. I know it was Marty. Where's Marty? Oh my gosh. Card or psychic message for me dealing with love or career. Okay, Marty, I'm going to do you a card. Okay. Now, guys, I do have to get off here. I'm down to 10 minutes. I'm going over to Garden City. We are talking one of the biggest shopping centres in Queensland. If you don't get there before about 11, you good luck getting a car park because there's so many thousands of people that go there. And because tomorrow is a public holiday, I'm guaranteed everyone's going to be there today. So walking shoes, I've actually done it. It's 3 levels, and if you walk and then on the bottom it goes into 2. So there's shops in the middle as well. So you can walk down one corridor and then get all the way down to the end and come back. There's a 10-pin bowling alley in there. There's also a 5-acre panic room. This shows you how big the shopping centre is. There's a library there. There's cinemas with what they call gold class, where you sit in the recliners and they bring you in champagne. So it's a huge shopping centre. There's an outside beer garden where thousands, hundreds sit there because it's like 50 shops all overlooking this beer garden. It's massive. So we've got to go over there today. Okay, so Marty, psychic message for dealing with love. You've got the Hierophant. Not really the card that you want, but this is where I hope that you look up number 5, because it's a V, number 5 in the major arcana. Very powerful card that you got. Okay, very powerful card. Please look that one up and see what that means. Okay, Triumph 34. Is that war coming soon? Well, today, I've just woken up this morning and there's signs everywhere. Israel could strike Iran any point. It is imminent. Okay? I said it the other day in my psychic premonition prophecy video. I said that one country has said if they bomb us, we will retaliate. That's my virtual exact words, what I said the other day in my video. And here we are. We are now at 0 time left on the timer, where it's been ticking down, and now time is up where these guys really start bringing out the big bombs. It will not be soldiers on the ground. Let me explain. Where I live, we have a lot of Muslims around us. So can you imagine if Australia goes to war with the Middle East, all these ones in their burqas, who are they going to stand up and defend? Look at what's happening in the UK now. If the UK goes up against the Middle East, we've got a major Muslim society, community in the UK. Who do you think they're going to defend? Come on. So they can't say, conscription, sign up and fight against your country, because these Muslims will not fight against other Muslims. Christians will not fight against other Christians. It's just how we all are. This is not racist, okay? This is not racist. This is just saying that if someone said to me, go over to, I don't know, I'm just going to call a country out that's not at war at this point. Let's go Cambodia, okay? Let's say I'm an Australian and I go to Cambodia, and the Cambodians come out and they say, we want to fight Australia. Who do you think I'm going to arm for? That's not being racist, right? So they can't use ground control to Major Toms here. They have to use air controls. It's going to be a military aerial conflict that occurs, okay? We've already seen it, what's going on in the Middle East. They're just going to escalate that. Why do you think I tell everyone, make bunkers, bury stuff, okay? Put it into your alfoil, 4 layers of alfoil, aluminium foil, okay? You need 4 layers. And if you're really smart, put some stainless steel in there as well, because stainless steel, copper and aluminium foil is how they make faraway cages. They heal us. Apparently. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to know those 3 again, stainless steel, copper, and aluminium foil. Okay, let's keep moving, because I don't want to get caught up in an algorithm. Okay, Josie Science, I'm making a nice hot cup of tea. Okay, good girl. Okay, T Redding. Haters are only the jealous and hate themselves people. That's why they do and say things that are cruel. Absolutely. We only mirror what we are onto others. We blame others for who we are. If I'm kind to somebody else, that shows that I'm kind to me. If I don't like somebody else, that means that I've got something within me I'm not liking myself. So this is where you look at yourselves, guys, and you say to yourself, how do I treat other people? When I'm watching TV, am I the whinger? Am I the one that's saying, oh my God, look at what she's doing. Look at what she's wearing. Well, have a look at what you're wearing and what you're doing, and ask yourself why you've got to outwardly portray those emotions onto others, bring it back into home base, cure it, heal it, work on it, and most of all, accept it and love it. Love every single impurity, imperfection, mole, scar, crazy glasses, all your teeth defects, your crazy knee playing up, your arthritis, your cancers, your tumours, broken necks, anything else that you've got. Learn to love it, because that's how we heal it. Remember, guys, I've had a broken neck, I've had a brain tumour, and I've had throat cancer. No more, because I learnt to love and accept it. Every day I was doing my I ams, I have, I do's. I have, I do, I am. I have my health. I have years of living ahead of me. I do healthy things. I do live healthy. And I am healthy. I am looking after myself. I have, I do, I ams. They are so powerful when you say those words together. Okay, guys? Can't keep trying us. Keep doing it. Love yourself first. Okay, Elaine, any messages from my bees, please? Are they happy in their new location? Oh, you changed it. Okay, Elaine, there's a plant they don't like. Now, remember we spoke about this? Because now where they are, it's a different type of breeze that's coming through the hives. I'm actually smelling it. So they didn't like it could have been a poison that somebody put on the plant. Hope it's not Roundup. I just get giggles when I say Roundup. But I'm seeing it's improving, Elaine. It is improving. So please keep going, because bees are so important. And thank God you've got your bees. Unicorns and rainbows. I just saw you. Did you pull a card for me, or was I skipped? Well, unicorn and rainbows, I saw your thing when I saw Elaine's. So I did just pull you out a card. Yours says, love has courage in the face of adversity. So this is for unicorns and rainbows. Thank you so much for letting me know that I skipped you earlier. Love has courage in the face of adversity. And because you're special and you asked me again, I'll do a tarot card for you as well. Unicorns and rainbows. You know, when I go to bed and I'm having trouble sleeping, I imagine a world of unicorns, butterflies, and rainbows. There's a house right now for sale. It's a 4-bedroomed, 5-bath house. And it's up at Mullaney. And it's got 4 waterfalls around it. So the designer architecturally built this house. So when you're in your bedroom and your ensuite's there as well, it's all glass. So as you're sitting in your bathtub, there's no wall, it's all glass, and it's a waterfall. I could just stay there and just get, when you're in water for too long and you get all wrinkly, my God, I'd come out like a prune, because I'd just sit there looking at that waterfall all day. So unicorns and rainbows, thank you so much for reminding me of that. And here is your card. It is the 9 of Cups. Please go and see what that one has a special meaning just for you. 9 of Cups. Okay, so guys, that is now me for the day. Anybody else? Is Mexico safe for the upcoming war? Triumph 34, yes. Remember the Terminator movie? It wasn't science fiction. It was a documentary. Look at what they're doing now with the AI, with the quartz. So where did they go in Terminator? South. Remember that. Okay? All right, guys, I really do have to get out of here. I am so sorry, guys. If you do want a private reading, I do have spots available next week. All you got to do is make a private little donation through PayPal. Remember, the more you invest in me, the more I can give you time. I give you my books for free, everything I do for you. Okay, I'm here for free today. So if you have liked what I've said, I don't do super chats. I certainly will never do member-only videos. Everything I do is free and open for everybody. So if you do want to support my channel, please come over. Here's my PayPal link. It's also in the description below. please contribute towards my cause. So I'm here for another week. Okay, so there's all my links. That's me, Barry. Thank you so much for being here, darling man. I really have to get off here because I'm going over to this super-size shopping centre, so I want to clear up my energy, put on my invisibility cloak, and just really be safe from all the energy over there. So until next week, guys, remember daylight saving. I will be here 9 a.m. Brisbane, Australia time, guys. Okay? So stay tuned next week. I can certainly talk for longer because my daughter will be at her dad's. But right now, I've got to get out the door. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. Stay aware of what they're doing, but please don't put your energy into what is coming. Put yourself first and think of the world that you want because, as I always say, what we think, we create. Nanu, nanu. Talk soon. And I'm out of here. Bye, guys. Bye. Love you.